The world watched in astonishment on March 11, 2025, as former Philippine President Rodrigo Duterte was arrested. He was apprehended at Manila Airport upon returning from a trip to Hong Kong. Duterte, once considered untouchable, was now in the custody of international authorities. He was quickly transferred to The Hague, Netherlands, the seat of the International Criminal Court, or ICC. Duterte's arrest sent shockwaves through the Philippines and beyond. It marked a pivotal moment in the international community's pursuit of justice for alleged crimes against humanity. The ICC had issued an arrest warrant for Duterte. The charges stemmed from his controversial war on drugs campaign. The arrest was the culmination of years of investigation and legal battles. Human rights groups and victims' families had long called for Duterte to be held accountable. The ICC's decision to issue an arrest warrant was a major victory for them. Duterte's arrest serves as a stark reminder that no one is above the law. It has ignited intense debate about justice, accountability, and the limits of power. The world now waits to see how this landmark case will unfold. The ICC charges against Duterte center on his brutal war on drugs campaign. This campaign was launched in 2016 and lasted throughout his presidency. The ICC alleges that Duterte's policies led to widespread and systematic extrajudicial killings. Thousands of people, mostly from impoverished neighborhoods, were killed. Human rights groups estimate the death toll to be far higher than official figures. They accuse the Philippine police and vigilante groups of operating with impunity. The ICC's investigation focused on the period between November 1, 2011, and March 16, 2019, which covers Duterte's time as mayor of Davao City and part of his presidency. The ICC argues that these killings were not isolated incidents. They were part of a state-sanctioned policy to eliminate suspected drug users and dealers. Duterte has vehemently denied these allegations. He maintains that the killings were justified. He argues they were necessary to combat the drug menace in the Philippines. Duterte's arrest has deeply divided the Philippines. Public opinion is sharply polarized, reflecting the country's complex political landscape. Duterte's supporters view the arrest as an attack on Philippine sovereignty. They argue that the ICC has no jurisdiction over the country. They see Duterte as a strongman who stood up to foreign interference. On the other hand, victims' families and human rights advocates have welcomed the arrest. They see it as a long-awaited step towards justice. They hope that it will bring an end to impunity for extrajudicial killings. The Philippine government's response has been cautious. President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. has acknowledged the arrest. He has pledged to cooperate with the ICC while also emphasizing the country's sovereignty. The arrest has further strained relations between the Marcos administration and Vice President Sara Duterte. She is the daughter of the former president and a vocal critic of the ICC. She has condemned the arrest as politically motivated. Duterte's arrest has reignited debate about the role of the ICC. The court, established in 2002, aims to hold individuals accountable for genocide, crimes against humanity, and war crimes. Critics argue that the ICC is ineffective and biased against developing countries. They point out that most of the court's investigations have focused on Africa. They accuse the ICC of being a tool of Western powers. Supporters counter that the ICC plays a vital role in upholding international law. They argue that it provides a mechanism for holding perpetrators of atrocities accountable, especially when national courts are unable or unwilling to do so. Duterte's case is particularly significant because he is the first former head of state to be arrested on an ICC warrant. The outcome of this case could have far-reaching implications for international justice. It remains to be seen whether Duterte will face trial. The ICC's journey towards delivering justice is often long and arduous. But his arrest sends a powerful message that even the most powerful leaders are not above the law.